Hi guys, in this video we're going to have a look at how to do a mass golem strategy. I use this sometimes in war, generally against only against particular bases that are designed to be anti-golem. So the army that I use for this is 6 golems, 15 wizards. Then in the clan castle I'll have another golem, another wizard and an archer. And then for my spells I use 4 jump spells, 1 rage and 1 poison. I did try this once, but a few times not using the poison, and I used an earthquake. And then one time, this was before the last update, some witches came out and it totally stuffed up my raid because I had no poison to take them out. So even if you think you don't know what's in the clan castle and you're assuming it's a hound or something, I'd still take the poison because I learned it's not worth risking not taking it. Okay, so I'm going to break down the first raid I'm going to show you in this video. So looking at this base, this is designed to be an anti-golem base. The idea being is that you've got a ring of defence around the sort of edges, if you can see that, and then sort of around the core you've got a ring of non-defence. So the idea is that when you hit with your golems are just going to go around, and it's going to result in and not 2 stars. You're only going to get 1 star from that. When I'm usually using this strategy, I tend to look at where the king and queen are, because usually I'm mainly going for 2 stars. I have had a couple of 3 stars with this strategy, but it's mainly 2. So I'm looking to avoid the queen usually. Usually just check at where the clan castle is, if it's, judge where it's going to sort of trigger that from. And then I also look to see if there's any single infernos. If there is a single inferno, I tend to try and hit that first and take it out. And it is quite important when you have got a single that you don't let your heroes run in front of your golems. So I usually just hold back a bit when I'm dropping those. So for spells, first of all, you're going to drop your first 3 jump spells. You can see on the picture on here that where you're going to drop number 4, but you're not going to drop number 4 at the start. You're going to drop 1, 2 and 3, then you're going to drop your army, and once they start getting into the base you're going to drop number 4. You can see roughly where I've put the rage on this. It depends really if there's a single inferno or a multi there. If there is a single, I'll try and rage into it, so I'll drop the rage a little bit closer to the edge. And with jump spell number 3, quite often on bases you can jump straight in on there, but on this raid I did slightly tweak my army because I wasn't certain I could drop the jump to get all the way across that compartment, so I swapped a wizard for 2 wall breakers on this raid and dropped the jump on the edge. Okay, now we're going to drop our golems. So I'm dropping 2 at the jump spell number 1, and then I drop 2 at jump spell number 2, and only once I've dropped them will I drop the 2 near jump spell number 3 and the clan castle behind there. The reason that I do it in that order, and you might even want to slightly delay the jump spells in the centre, is I want the golems to start going down the sides and taking out that defence, so that when my 3 golems that are going to go in through the centre, there's no defence at the sides or less defence at the sides to distract them, and they're going to head to the core, or that's the plan anyway for those. Once the golems are down, I'm going to deploy my wizards, and just in a line like this purple line behind them, so I just simply run my finger along the screen down the back of the golems. Once the wizards are down, I'll then drop the heroes, and I'll drop those behind the golems in the centre. What you want to bear in mind as well is, particularly if you're racing up against a single inferno, is that the king and queen are going to move a lot faster than the golems. Certainly the king he can get in front of the golems sometimes, whereas the queen will sort of sit back a bit. So if there is a single, it might be worth just letting your golems in the centre go forward a bit, get the single inferno targeting them before the king. So you've just got to sort of time it really so that the king doesn't run in front of them, otherwise he gets taken out pretty quickly. So let's have a look and see how this raid actually panned out. Okay, so we're just dropping jump spell 1, 2 there. Dropping my 2 golems and my centre golems. I've just held back jump spell 3 just while I get those golems in. So I'm just using the wall breakers to get through that wall. You can see I've dropped the wizards there, and now I'm going to drop the jump spell in the centre. So you can see that the golems around the edges, they're starting to go in and take out those defences. I've dropped the heroes now, and I'm going to drop my rage sort of any moment. The last jump spell's just gone down. So we've just dropped the rage now, so you can see that the king's jumped in. So there is a hound in the clan castle, but that's no problem because the hound's getting distracted by the golems, which is what I want. So the wizards are just taking that hound out. So it's just popped, and the queen's taking, and the wizards are taking those pups out. So the queen's now locked onto the town hall, or she had. She just got distracted. So some golems in the centre. The town hall's down, so we're up to 45%. And that's the most important thing really with that, was that the single inferno went down pretty quick, which it did. So we're up to 49%. So you can see there's still some golems and the queen. But I'm just going to use the ability there. She was just losing health. So we're up to 54%. Don't think we're going to get too much more. That inferno's just gone down, which is good news. So really the queen's just getting smashed by a mortar now and not much else at the moment. So she's just walked into the path of that Tesla. So we're up to 60%. I don't think we're going to get much more because the only thing that's alive is the golemites from the golem. So it's just going to go down now, but that was a pretty solid 60% 2-star win there for the war. So this is a different account, similar strategy, jump spell on each corner, and then you can see I can just use one jump spell to get over those, the middle section. I've dropped my golems in a different order there, which I wouldn't usually do. I almost always do the middle golems last. So you can see they're just jumping through now. The king's gone through. The queen just there. So again, there's a hound and a balloon in the clan castle there. The golems, I'm just trying to get those through to the centre. So you can see there's some golems gone to the centre, so I've just raged those. The heroes seem to be getting distracted by the clan castle on this one. So the hound's just popped, and there's some pups there. So this is not what I really want. It's usually much better if the hound locks onto a golem and the wizards take it out. So the king's just under fire there. But he's coming back round. I think he's spotted the enemy queen. But instead he's gone for the inferno first. So the king's just going to work on the town hall there. The town hall's just about to go down. But the king's gone down first. So we're up to 52%, so we have got the 1 star, but we're just hoping the queen targets the town hall, which she did there. So the queen's going to go down any moment. I've just used her ability, so we're up to 58%. So 58%, still a 2-star win, pretty decent result. So that's it for this strategy. What I would probably say is that I've been using this quite a bit, so I have got quite experienced at what side to hit it from. So it may take a little practice to get the hang of it, but seeing as we're seeing more and more of these bases in war that are quite open and trying to distract the golems or anti-golem, it can be a really good raid, but you might just need to get a little bit of practice before you start getting the 2-star, but it isn't that difficult, and you can actually 3-star it. I think one of the main things is that you do need decent level heroes for it. If you've got level 20 heroes or less, then it might not be the raid for you. It might be best leaving that base, but if you've got decent level heroes, it's quite easy to get the 2-star.